is downslope, or primary leverage lateral flexion. Very similar setup, right? Force hand is the same, right? Up and above the ear, diagonal stance. But now the opposite lever addition. So you're going to start now by looking at lateral flexion, sort of how much does she have available, coming back up, taking away a little bit of that by starting with some rotation, and then looking at her lateral flexion, which is now a little bit less because you've got a little bit of rotation on, which then minimizes that lateral flexion. The line of drive now is going to be down towards the underside scapular spine. And it's, again, going to be with both hands, not just the contact hand, although I would argue in this technique there's probably a little more force with the contact hand versus the rotation technique. So in real time, lining her up, foot is back, up and above the ear, explore lateral flexion. She has a lot, she generally has a lot of mobility, so a lot of this is going to be mid-range with her. So sort of exploring that, coming off, putting on a little bit of rotation, and then exploring that lateral flexion. And that line of drive is sort of down to the couch and towards the opposite scapular spine. Good. So that's the upslope and downslope with cradle hold. Now let's look at chin hold, so we have to adjust the table. So the table is going to come up.